Now, on to the main card. One of the best main cards we've seen this year, man. Uh, yeah, this card is really really good. Um, not to these are sleeper fights. You know what I'm saying? I feel like nobody really cares about these fights as much as the main three, but yeah, man, let's break these down. So Joe Pyfer, his last win by decision against Kelvin Gastelum on UFC 316. He throws that right hand a lot, and I feel like it's going to land in this fight against Abus Magomedov. Joe Pyfer. You know, his boxing is really good, and I feel like he's just going to get this done by a third round TKO. Abus Magomedov, he slows down in the later rounds, and I feel like Joe Pyfer's just going to catch him, man. Officer Pyfer catching him in the third round. Now on to Josh Emmett versus Yusuf Zalal. This fight is going to end in a decision. Um, Josh Emmett, he relies way too much on that overhand. Way too much, dude. And I feel like Yusuf Zalal is just going to piece him up. He's got pillow hands, dude. So this is definitely not any no crazy knockout unless he lands that like flying knee or something. But other than that, dude, I think Yusuf Zalal is going to win by decision. I'd say 30-28. Josh Emmett, he's going to be throwing that big overhand. And unless that lands, he's not winning. We've seen that with the last fight against Lauren Murphy. Dude, I literally fell asleep during that fight. I got to watch it back. Not really sure how he lost that much. Um, I know he got beat on the feet. And from what I saw in that fight, he wasn't looking too good. Um, but I feel like he has a really good chin. He has a really good chin, underrated chin, one of the best in the UFC. Ilya Topuria couldn't even knock him out. And I know that was a little bit younger, Topuria and stuff, but that was a number one contenders fight. So I feel like Josh Emmett can hang with these guys, but I don't feel like he can beat any of these, top guys anymore. Um, yeah. If that overhand doesn't land, it's not looking too good. Yusuf Zalal by 30-28 decision. Now, the people's main event. Yuri Prochazka versus Khalil Roundtree, man. This is going to be good, dude. This is going to be good. 3 rounds of straight violence if it lasts that far. Man. Starting off with Yuri Prochazka. Multiple championship fights. He's got Jamal Hill on his record, Dominic Reyes. He has 2 fights with Alex Pereira, although he didn't win them. First one was really competitive. Pretty sure he took Pereira down in that fight, in the first one. And he's just fought a lot of high-level people, including, Glover Teixeira, sure I'm forgetting a lot of names. Dude, he knocked out Jamal Hill, styled on him throughout the fight. Although he did not beat him better than Pereira, obviously. Yuri Prochazka, dude, he is really good at the top of the division. And I feel like this should have been the number one contenders fight. I don't feel like anybody cares about Carlos Oberg getting a title shot, especially if it's against Magomed Ankalaev. Yeah, man, nobody's really interested in that. This is the number one contender fight, man. I don't care what anybody says. I feel like if Yuri Prochazka wins this fight and Pereira loses, they're gonna book that. Because that's not selling any pay-per-views, dude. Yeah. Magomed Ankalaev versus Carlos Oberg will not be interesting at all. Now on to Khalil Roundtree. Not Yuri Prochazka. Already broke it down. Now, Khalil Roundtree just dominated Jamal Hill in June. Really good Muay Thai, really good leg kicks, body kicks. He just doesn't hunt for the finish, man. And I feel like Yuri Prochazka, he's going to go into the fire, man, and just start swinging those, He has an odd style, and I feel like Khalil Roundtree, although it's going to be very competitive in the beginning of the fight. First and second round is going to be very back and forth. I feel like both are going to land really good shots, but Khalil Roundtree, I feel like once he starts getting pieced up a little bit by Prohaska, he's going to break down a little bit. His guard's going to weaken, you know what I'm saying? He's going to start closing up and throwing those big, wide hooks, and you're just going to catch him, drop him. I'm predicting TKO in the third round. I like Khalil Roundtree, man. One of my favorite fighters in this division, if not my favorite. Um, he's just not on the level of Yuri Prohaska yet. He might get to it. I believe he's going to get to it, but right now, man, I feel like Yuri Prohaska is on a whole nother level um, with his striking and with his head movement now. Dude. He looked really good in that last fight. Little odd to watch, but I mean, he gets it done. He beat Jamal Hill way better than Khalil did, and I feel like he's just going to get it done. He has way more finishing ability. He's the better striker, I feel like. Not technically, right? But I feel like in this fight, Yuri Prohaska has the advantage because Khalil Roundtree, he doesn't hunt for the finish. He's going to probably try to go to decision, dude. And I feel like Yuri Prohaska is going to go for that finish and knock him out. And yeah. That's all I can really say about this fight. This is going to be a banger. This is going to be fight of the year. If it ends up how I'm thinking, man, has potential to be fight of the year, dude. This is a really high level fight, high profile fight, and it's just going to be straight hands, dude. Straight hands being thrown. Now, on to the co-main event. Merab Dvalishvili versus Corey Sandhagen. This fight is closer than you guys think. I'm just going to say it, man. Corey Nerdhagen. He's really good. He's really good, man. Really well-rounded for the division. And, he's had competitive fights with almost every single fighter in the division, man. All the top best guys. I'm trying to think. Umar Nurmagomedov, that was a really good fight. Peter Yan, that was a really good fight. I think that was a few years ago for the interim belt. Had a really good fight against Davison Figueroa, a former champion, guys. You guys are forgetting that, man. Davison is a former champion. Although he's a little bit older, right? That's still a former champion. He dominated on the ground. And Corey Sandhagen has a better ground game than O'Malley. And it's going to be a harder fight than the O'Malley fight, dude. Merab, I'm still picking him by decision. I don't feel like he's going to be able to submit Corey Sandhagen just because Corey just has a little bit better ground game than O'Malley. He's shown it way more than O'Malley has, and I feel like he's going to be able to defend the submissions. He's going to be able to scramble, and I don't feel like he's getting finished in this fight. I feel like this is going to be a high-paced fight, but near the end of the fight, I'm thinking championship rounds, 4th and 5th round. Rob's just going to cardio max to the victory, you know what I'm saying? He's going to take him down. Probably most of the rounds in this fight. And I feel like Corey Sandhagen is going to do pretty good on the feet. But, once he gets taken down, I feel like this fight's going to be over. He's going to get gassed out. And Rob's going to win. Rob's just on a whole nother level, dude. He's the bantamweight GOAT. Man. Sean 2 times. He beat Jose Aldo. Beat Peter Yan. Umar Nurmagomedov. Probably forgetting somebody else elite that he beat, but man, Rob is just on a whole nother level than Corey Sandhagen. And yeah. Now on to the main event. Magomed Ankalaev just defeated Alex Pereira in their last fight. Alex Pereira, Fighter of the Year 2024, man. But 2025, I don't know what happened in that fight. Very tough stylistic matchup. But at the end of the day, it's the same fight, dude. It's the same fight. I'm hyped. I'm still hyped for this fight, but I really want Alex to KO Magomed Ankalaev, but I feel like it's just going to be the same fight, if not worse, for Alex. He's older. He's taking more damage, and Magomed Ankalaev, just a younger fighter in his prime, um, has all the skill he needs to beat Alex Pereira, even if he doesn't knock him out, man. Magomed Ankalaev, I've heard him say he's going to knock out Pereira and stuff. I don't know if that's going to happen. He does have good boxing. Um, the only way Alex Pereira can win this is by knockout. Magomed Ankalaev can win this fight in multiple ways. He can win on the ground. He can win standing on the feet the whole time. We've seen that in the last fight. He can win a decision standing on the feet with Alex Pereira just because of the takedown threat. Yeah, he held him against the fence a lot, but not the most exciting thing to watch. I hope he loses, but I'm picking Magomed Ankalaev by decision. Unless, Shama, man, Shama knocks him out cold, man. I hope that happens. Not gonna lie, I will be hype if Alex Pereira comes back. Everybody doubting him. Oh, he's old. You know what I'm saying? Out of his prime. Out of nowhere. Boom! Left hook, man. Left hook knocks Magomed Ankalaev out cold in the first round. But I don't think that's gonna happen, man. Sadly, that's not happening. And that is it. Full card picks. Yeah. See you on the next one. Peace.